Welcome to the Amber Shows. I haven't been on my YouTube channel in a minute. So much stuff going on, this coronavirus. I do have a podcast now, and so you can go to the Amber Shows on my podcast, which is on Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and Anchor.fm podcast. So you can check me out there. I'm also on Twitter as Movie Star AL, um, and on my Instagram pages, Flojo Pretty Cat or Drake the Kitten. So I want to talk about the coronavirus because I know everybody's read everything. You're listening to everything. You're trying to decipher what's wrong, what's right. I myself don't listen to the conspiracy theorists. Most of them don't even have a high school graduation. They never majored in any science at all or infectious diseases. They're just their theories. I listen to actual scientists. Definitely don't listen to number 45. You'd be out of your mind to listen to that guy. He's insane. But I do listen to the scientists. Dr. Fauci is one who's no longer even part of Trump's team because he couldn't take Trump's lies anymore about what's going on with this virus. And then a lot of you want to believe young people can't get it, of which I have a great nephew whose prom date a few years back, so she's in her early 20s, did sadly pass away from the coronavirus. She lives in Detroit. For those of you who think that it's not real, go to the morgues, talk to the essentials who are out there on the front line. It's real. And for those of you who actually try and downplay it and say, well, only a certain amount of people died, that is so ridiculous and one of the most ignorant statements that a person could ever make, because that person could have been you, your family member, or friend, neighbor. I mean, these people, the statistics, which are large for a virus to just take over as fast as it is, it's not a joke. And you want to be out there in parks and in restaurants now. You want to go to beaches. You want to get on airplanes. You want to go get your weave done, your nails done, your lashes done, all for the sake of risking your own life. You're ridiculous, each and every one of you. So if I'm speaking of you, then I'm speaking of you. I don't care, because this is how I feel. And now those that are out there, you're basically lab rats, because even the scientists don't know how long this lasts, what can kill it, many different ways you can get it. So you're just lab test rats, and you're out there, and then when the next month or so, or even right now, it will climb, and the coronavirus, the COVID-19 numbers will climb, and it'll be even more. I guess only if it touches you do you care. For you to downplay it and say only a certain amount of people have died. So, that's on you guys. Wish you the best. I'm not doing any GoFundMe pages for you when you or somebody in your family gets it. So let's be clear. Wear your masks, wear your gloves, and distance yourself. No matter what it is that you want to do. Just do those 3 things. Those 3 things will help in the chances of you getting it or giving it to someone else. And the young people who live with their parents or going to visit their parents and their friends and stuff, their friends might live with their parents. It's just so wrong. I mean, it's like you don't care about your own family members, like you're taking it as a joke. Our ancestors would have never done that. They would have done everything they could to protect their mother, their father, their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles, their kids. And that would be to stay in. So that's all I got to say about that. I haven't been on here to talk about anything else. You know, so many people we lost as well during this time. You know, you can't even go visit a person if they get sick and they live somewhere far away from you, or they have some type of milestone and you want to go there. You can't. You shouldn't. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. I mean, you know, these made-up holidays, all that can wait until this is over with. Um, so, President Obama is giving the 2020 commencement speech online, on streaming. It'll be streaming. I think it'll be streaming on CBS, but you can look it up. And for the 2020 graduates, one thing I do feel bad about the graduates, because I had a big deal when I graduated from high school. I mean, my mom had caterers at our house that she paid for to have my. I'm the one who gave the graduation breakfast. This was like that weekend, the weekend before graduation. We had a graduation breakfast. We had graduate picnics in Detroit, out at Palmer Park. We had so much fun. And then everybody came to my house. I went to private schools. Then everybody came to my house, and my mother had caterers, and we had bacon and pancakes and eggs and mimosas. And then everybody went out to Belle Isle. From there, my whole class, and we hung out at Belle Isle. And then, you know, that weekend you also had the prom, and my mother had a limo for me, and they made fun of my date. He was shorter than me. My mother kept saying that he should have had some lifts in his shoes. She was going to try and stuff his shoes. And I said, no, she would embarrass me, and she had done that. I was the sharpest at my prom by far, and anybody at my prom will tell you that if they're honest. My sister flew me out to New York, where she lived, and had my dress custom made. I had a beautiful two-piece. It was a hot pants, lime green hot pants jumpsuit, and then the skirt was a big, huge, full lace skirt that was lime green with big pink and white and yellow flowers in the lace. And then I had the green satin shoes that matched my satin jumpsuit underneath, hot pants jumpsuit, mind you. And I had my heels. They were the same color satin, and they had the strings where you strap them up your leg. And so when prom was over, I took off the skirt because the skirt hooked on, and I just had on hot pants, a hot pants jumpsuit. Oh yeah, I was fly. And you know, you just miss so many things that you miss, but you can do it again. Have you not seen like pictures, people who recreate situations, even families that recreate a picture that they took when they were a baby? Like it could be the mother, the father, and the kids, and then when they're adults, they all recreate it. Even the youngest sitting in the mama's lap, spread out even like a baby, if you were a baby at that time. So you can recreate these situations. Start journals, write your journals about how you feel about what's happening because you didn't get a chance to like walk in your commencement graduation. But the thing is, you have the memory. And your memory is something that can't anybody take from you. So your memory, you want it to be a happy memory. A memory that showed that you were doing your part at staying home, keeping your family safe, keeping yourself safe. And this time, prayerfully, next year, I say faithfully. Faithfully next year, you can do it again. You can do it again. You can recreate it. You can invite the people that you wanted to come. Also now,